There is nothing wrong with your monitor. Do not attempt to adjust the picture, or the sound, or the channel. We are now in control of the transmission. We control every aspect before you. We can deluge you with 1,000 topics, or expand one single live stream for hours on end. We can shape your vision, and we will encourage your critical thinking. For the next few moments, we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your monitor. You are about to participate in a great adventure which reaches from your inner mind into new horizons. Please stand by. Alright. Hello everybody. How we doing and what do we have here? What do we have today? I want you to look at that, this magical milestone right here. 501 subscribers. Now, for all I know, one or two could drop off and it could go back below 500, but what matters is, for at least a moment, we hit 501. It is quite the milestone when you consider what this year has been. At the beginning of this year, I think I maybe had 20 subscribers, if that. I had a few crappy Let's Plays, I had some stuff with my owl that I had taken care of, just basic stuff like that. Things were a lot less dramatic, and for the most part, they were a lot less quiet, too. And of course, we all know what happened there. This Fruit Loop. This Fruit Loop right here happened. And to be fair, if she had just left alone, a lot of that stuff would have just stayed as that. The video would have never been made, and I would have never gotten on Twitter, but at the same time, I also wouldn't have met a lot of very interesting people, some who are quite frankly kind of shitty, and then some who are actually pretty awesome, and there's a few that are even beyond awesome. There are even a few that have stuck around since the beginning of that crazy journey, and what a journey it's been for all of us involved. All kinds of stuff that's been going on behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, and stuff that really can't be mentioned, and it's been a learning experience, and for some of us, a real life-changing experience. In my own sense, it's, again, we've gone from 20 to 501, and quite frankly, that's, wow. 501 subscribers, 110 videos, many of which are actually live streams. And unfortunately, many of which are also related to everybody's favorite Fruit Loopus, Joy Sparkles. I did not really want it to be that way. I'm still not quite happy with the fact that it wound up that way. And if you look through many of my videos, plenty of times I was like, I really don't want to do a Joy video. I don't want to do a Joy series. For the simple fact of the fact that I saw it as repeating the whole Onision thing. And I don't want to replace one with the other. In some cases, some things just needed to be said. In other cases, there was drama involved that kept pulling people out, or pulling people into it, and in other cases I felt the need to pop up as a convenient distraction to keep a crazy person's eyes on the one person, on one of the few people that they are incredibly paranoid about. Meanwhile, handling the day-to-day rigors of well, not quite 9-to-5 job, sometimes a few more hours than that, on a day-to-day basis, and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the channel, where I want to grow the channel, how I want to interact with people, etc., etc. It's been quite an experience. From that 20 sub mark to this 501 mark, it's been an incredible experience with its ups and downs and its frustrations, and we've seen many good sides and many of the darker sides of human nature in the process. And I guess for a lot of folks that have, in some cases, way more subscribers than me, people are asking themselves where they want to go in this platform, what they want to do going forward, and whether they even want to go forward with this platform at all, or doing any kind of streaming or videos at all, or making content, or how they want to make content. I think this is a struggle and a hurdle that most people face. And again, Holy cow, 501, guys. It hasn't even quite been a year, because this journey started for me, intensely picked up, I want to say, about March. And then I think that for a couple of weeks after that, there wasn't much, and then afterwards, everything started climbing. And yes, I'm fully aware that it was basically drama-related. And a lot of that, as much as I said, hey, I'm stepping out of this, I wound up getting sucked back into it. Again and again. It seems to happen. But holy cow, 500 subs, guys. Oh my god. That is, and has been, an amazing experience. And if you think his eyes are bugging out, you haven't seen mine. So that leads us to where we are now. What do we got going forward, and where are things going? So, I have a lot of different ideas. I mean, we've seen now where we've started, kind of what we've come from, and now it's time to look kind of to the future of things. Quite frankly, I can expect that this Joy stuff's probably going to last another year, if that. Like a zombie, she's going to keep coming back, unfortunately. It's a sinking ship, it's all kind of, for the most part, irrelevant, but it's going to keep popping up, and so will the crazies associated with her. Try not to let that get you down too much, or roll your eyes too much. I would love to say that there won't be future content regarding that, but I think if past experience has anything to say about it, unfortunately, it'll probably be quite the opposite. I don't think that there will be a lot of content, but there will more than likely be content regarding it as the situation permits, or as seems pertinent anyway. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, that much I can say. But I'm going to try to hold back off that where I can, since a lot of the stuff has been covered, and unless anything really big happens, I kind of leave it from there. We'll see. I've said this before, and then it's happened, and then I've said it again, and then it's happened. So we'll just kind of play that one by ear. There will still be stuff that pops up in live streams. There will still be stuff that may even pop up in videos. But, again, I am trying to start finally moving into other things. Which brings us more into the future. What does the future hold? So, I've thrown out a lot of different queries, and talked to a lot of different people. There are all kinds of things and all kinds of interests that people have, and quite frankly, I like my creative side. The reality is, I really don't like drama. I don't like where it takes us, and I don't like what it makes of us. So, ultimately, I've come up with some different ideas, like audio readings. Of course, Let's Plays will still be a thing. Live streams about different topics, and what I like to call critical impact, which is just open discussion or things of a deep think, critical thinking, examination, introspection sort of thing. And then, of course, we're going to have stuff that's going to be really fun, I think, like tabletop deathmatch, live plays of tabletop role-playing gaming, something I like to call Vendetta Battle Royale, which actually may be a bit ambitious for what I had in mind, since it would require some sort of animation that I have no skill in whatsoever. Audio things, readings of different books and stuff will definitely be a thing. And you might see some very unlikely visitors along the way, some of which are even stranger than I am. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get along fabulously. On the merchandising aspect, I think there'll be all kinds of things from like t-shirt designs, Munchie Lovania being a thing of course, as well as Holy Majestic Screaming Eagle and a pogo stick, and Mental Section 8. That's right, I'm still very much all about the warning labels. Now, as you may have noticed, there's also some stuff that's been in my links. A working Discord link for those of you that care about that. But also Patreon and PayPal links. These are actually fake links. I put them in there to give people a bit of a laugh, and hopefully it's brightened a few people's days, even amidst all the craziness that's going on around us. In the future, some of these links may actually be real links. I have been considering more and more actually putting up a Patreon and a PayPal, because if you can't tell from this video, I'm actually trying to edit things. And in addition, not only am I trying to edit things, I'm also trying to mix in a few different effects, come up with stuff that's neat, expand my horizons, and expand my knowledge base. Not just move forward as a person, but as an intellectual as well. Get back to the basics and get back to me. Not the me through all of this drama that is just one side that you've seen. I prefer to be just myself. And myself is a very creative person that enjoys making things that other people enjoy, and again, maybe even brings a smile to people's faces. Not just bouncing around on a camera and seeing what I can get out of people, but seeing where I can give back as well. And hopefully a lot of more interactive content will be coming soon that you all can enjoy. That being said, again, we're at 501 subscribers, and I'd like to offer a big thanks to everyone that started things off, and to those that have come and gone along the way. Whether it was a good parting or a bad parting, or you just filtered along the many roads of life's highways, you've contributed some small part to the growth of this channel. Whether it's from learning from your mistakes or weaknesses, or from your kindness and your in general inspirations. Many creative people have passed through these doors, and I'd like to think that I've taken different lessons from each of them. In some cases, not just that, but guidance as well, and some of them kind of tapping me on the shoulder to kind of tell me to keep my cool, or put myself in check, or calm myself down in some way. And I think healthy, constructive criticism like that is necessary for growth on all levels. I can't expect everybody to agree with that, but in this sort of field, you really have to be able to take constructive criticism. And quite frankly, I'm glad for those people that didn't just tell me that everything was just fine and okay no matter what I did, and actually stood up and said, hey, this is a thing, and helped me grow more as a person, and continue to do so. To all of you that have helped me along this journey so far, you have my undying gratitude. Thank you so very much, and I mean that from the bottom of my black, possibly absent heart. Thank you most sincerely. You guys have been a blessing along this crazy journey we've all been on, and I hope to see you around for 1,000 subs, or maybe 2,000, who knows. I am looking forward to a lot of the ideas that I'm coming up with, and even though I don't know which one of those I can pull off right away, I think you might enjoy what I've got in store. And I hope we can all look forward to what remains of this crazy road, however long it lasts, together as we move forward. So I can't thank you enough for all of that, and look forward to new horizons. In closing, there is the silence of the oceans and the unending silence of space. There is the welcome silence of serenity and the everlasting silence of death. A cry for help is lost in the shrill noise of the world, but the faintest of whispers, when spoken in silence, can resonate across a universe. There is no sound, no voice, no cry in all the world that can be heard until someone listens. It is said that if you move a single pebble on the beach, you set up a different pattern, and everything in the world is changed. It can also be said that love can change the future, and if it is deep enough, true enough, and selfless enough, it can prevent a war, prohibit a plague, and keep the whole world whole. I would like to thank you all for this journey so far. It's been an incredible experience. Let's look forward to the things that may come. We now return you to your regularly scheduled existence. Until next time. Until next time.